Hello and welcome to this session. Today, we will be doing some exercises on personal pronouns. I explained what pronouns are in the last session, but if you remember, we did not do any exercises. Today, we will start out with the exercises on pronouns, and our learned participants will be made to brave through the quizzes. And after they are through with the quizzes, we will pick up two of the learned participants to deliver spontaneous speeches. And thereafter, my learned participants will listen to the story of Nitesh. If you remember, in the last session, or last to last session, in fact, we had an issue with the internet, and that is why a very interesting story that was being narrated by Nitesh could not reach its climax. Today, we will know the climax of that story. So it's all going to be very interesting. Before I start out with the exercises, let's say hello to our wonderful, learned, wise, brilliant, intelligent, genius participants. Here you go. All right, let's start by saying hello to Nitesh. Good evening, Nitesh.
Good evening, sir.
Nitesh, today you'll have to complete that story. In fact, you'll have to start it from the start. Okay.
Sure, sir, sure. I love that.
Okay. All right. Great to have you on board, Nitesh. Thank you for finding time.
Thank
I'm
you
so
so much.
glad that you're in the class. Okay, Pallavi, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I have never been better before. How are you?
Yes, sir. I'm good.
You are good. Come on, go ahead. Say
Yes, sir.
that you have never been better before. Say it.
Yes, sir. I have never been better before.
Good. That is what will make you feel better than ever before. Okay. All right. Thank you for joining us, Pallavi. It's such a pleasure to have you around. Okay. Kirti, good evening. Long time
Good,
no
good
see.
evening,
Long
sir.
time no see. What has been happening? What has been cooking up at your end? Good evening.
I actually, sir, I got eye flu, so I could not attend class. My eyes are straining and my eyes are red. So I just wanted to close my eyes. So if I attend my classes with closed eyes, it seemed not good. So
This
I did
this
not attend class. And yes, there is also weakness, and yes, due to some fasting days, so I could not attend class.
did I hear you say because of some fasting? Why are you fasting, my dear? What's wrong? You're fasting for your health?
Uh,
You
but
want a
to actually just to Monday in Sawan season are left for fasting. Then I will not do fasting on for Monday.
Okay, Sawan reminds me of a joke. By the way, all my learned participants who are following this course as YouTube videos, please understand Sawan. That is when the rains come. That month and the time around that month is considered to be sacred by many of the Sanatan Dharmis like us, right? Many of the Hindus like us. It's considered sacred, and we offer our prayers to our deities because this period is supposed to be a very important part of the year. So during Sawan, although we are very good people, Hindus are very good, but Hindus can go out of the way to help one another and others during Sawan. They get even better during Sawan. So this is a joke about Sawan. Uh, I remember this. You might have heard this joke. It's nothing. I mean, I don't have copyright over this joke, so I heard it from somewhere. I liked it, so I'm passing on the humor to all of you. Once what happened, I'll be using a bit of Hindustani, a bit of Hindi in this joke. Okay. So once what happened, there was a man walking through a jungle, right? And he saw a tiger, and he was kind of shaken to shreds. He thought, oh my goodness, I heard there's a man eater that is moving around, but I never thought that I would be encountering it. Now, what do I do? he remembered an old tale in which a bear let a man go because the man pretended to be dead. And sometimes the omnivores and the carnivores do not attack the corpses, the dead bodies. So the man in that story pretended to be dead, and the bear did not do anything to that man because it thought that the man was dead. So this man who was crossing the jungle thought, hey, it's a good opportunity. Why don't I pretend to be dead? And he lay down and stopped breathing. The tiger moved close to the man and just sniffed around his face. And then he moved close to his ears and said, I say it in Hindi first, Hindustani first. मैं इतना मूर्ख नहीं हूं कि तुम मुझे ऐसे बेवकूफ बना जाओ। सावन है इसलिए छोड़ रहा हूं। कोई और महीना होता तो देख लेता तुम्हें। Okay, and then the tiger moved away. What this means is the tiger came and said, hey, I'm not such a moron that you can actually dupe me by pretending to be dead. Okay, I'm leaving you because it is Sawan. Otherwise, I wouldn't have let you go. So that is the magic of Sawan. And Sawan makes wonderful people like Kirti and others to fast. Okay. And you fast on Monday. So I believe you fast and offer your prayers to Mahadeva, Lord Shiva. Is that
Lord
true?
Shiva and Parvati.
Lord
Lord Shiva
Shiva
and
and
Ma Gauri.
Parvati. Lord Shiva and
And
Ma
Ma
Gauri.
Gauri. Yes.
Wow. Great. Okay. But, fasting is good for health, but do not fast too often. Okay. Because that might not be helping your health. Health sometimes certainly gets a boost when you fast. So fasting is a good habit. All right. Isha, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. I've never been better before. And I'm so happy to see that beaming, lovely, pretty smile. But I could not see the smile on Friday. What happened?
I was on party.
Oh, you were partying. You were
Yes, sir.
partying. Okay. Great. I'm so happy to know that you were partying. All right. Thank you for joining us, Isha. So sweet on your
Thank you,
part to
sir.
find time. It's such it's such a pleasure to have you on board. Okay, Sanjay, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I am great. I've never been better before. So have you been partying too?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you have been partying too. And why have you been partying, my dear? All of you have been partying. My goodness. And so stingy on your part, not even to tell me, huh? My goodness, what is this? Okay. Yes, Sanjay. So why were you partying?
Uh, can't explain, sir, but enjoying.
Can't explain. Can't explain. I was partying, but I can't explain.
Yes.
Why do I smell a rat in this? I really don't know. I really don't know. I hope there is no rat to be smelt over here. I leave it to you, my dear. Maybe you are partying for some reasons that cannot be made public. No problem, I'm sure that the reasons are good. You are such a wonderful soul. You're such a great individual. I'm so happy to have you on board. I'm sure the party must have happened because of good reasons. Okay. Okay, where is that pretty girl with so much of objectivity? Let me see. First row, not there. Second row, not there. Third row, not there. Fourth row, where? Oh, in the second row, she's very much there. How could I miss her? There is Lekha. Hi, Lekha. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, sir. I'm good.
You are good. All right.
Yes. And you too are good as I have learned from others chat.
Why? I'm not good. I'm the best. I've never been better before. And with that
Yes.
beaming, wonderful smile of yours, I get even better. So, how's life at your end? It's good, I know, but how good is it? Explain.
It's perfect. Like
Good.
I'm on the top of the world, you say.
Lekha, I'm sure you said something very sweet, but we couldn't hear you because the internet connection caused some wobbling. Can you repeat what you just said?
I'm on the top of the.
Okay, you are on the top of the world, and you should be, because you are going to be a pro rater very soon. I must see you on TED Talk. Okay, Lekha must be a professional TED Talk speech giver. I must see you delivering speeches on a variety of subjects. Oh, I'll be so happy to see you there, right? I'll be so happy to see you coming on the stage, speaking, addressing people, and, casting such a huge impression on the minds of the listeners, right? You will, my dear, you will. You really deserve all that popularity which you will get one day, right? And because you are already accomplishing uh, good levels, and soon you will be pretty good, much better than many others, much better than the average. I mean, you're already better than the average. You will be much above the average, and then you will be touching the skies of excellence, flying in the skies of excellence. Thank you, Lekha, for joining us. It's such a pleasure to have you on board. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Hemanta, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How are you?
I'm great. I have never been better before.
Oh, sweetie, wow, nice to hear that. Nice to hear that. Okay.
Yeah,
And
yes,
why
sir.
have you never been better before, my dear?
Because I'm better than yesterday.
Okay.
So every day I'm becoming better. So I think I don't have to think about the past ones.
Hemanta, you are a young boy. So by the time you are 100 years old, and you will be 100 years old one day, you will be a centurion. Imagine how good you will be then, right? You'll be talking to your great grandchildren. Look, I have never been better before. I am the happiest man on earth. You'll speak like that at the time. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, Hemanta. Thank you for joining us. Such a pleasure having you. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
Sushmit. Thank you, dear. Thank you so much. Sushmita, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
So, what is the creative girl doing? What is the girl with such great creative aspirations and creative abilities doing?
Sir, just I'm doing my daily work. I was making videos and I just posted a video today.
I know. I'm a regular follower of your YouTube channel.
Thank
Don't
you
worry.
so
I'm
much,
I'm a,
sir.
I'm a fan.
I'm really grateful to you that those videos are not so useful for you as you are already in job, but you watch my videos. That's really, really grateful. I'm
I
really grateful.
you don't have to be grateful, my dear. I learn so much from you. I learn how to present facts and figures, and you do it so well. It's always a pleasure watching you explaining things. And I'm sure as your channel grows, and it will someday, it'll touch the billionth mark, I'm sure. That day, um, probably your channel will have a lot more beautiful things to offer, like a lot of 3D animation, maybe 360-degree videos, and lots of fun stuff. So I'm waiting to see you succeed. Okay. You have already accomplished some degree of success, but it has to go up. It has to go up like an upward slope, and you will achieve it, right? You have the zeal to do it, and you will do it. Good,
Thank
Sushmita. It is so good to have you here. Such a pleasure. All right, Mohit, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How are you?
I'm good, sir, as always. How are you?
You are good as always. I'm also, no, I'm not good. I'm the best. I've never been better before. You say the same. Come on now, repeat after me. Say, I'm the best. I've never been better before. Say that.
I am the best. I have never been better to before.
Good, Mohit. That's how you look sweet, right? You're a young boy. You should be so full of energy, trying to achieve things, and you will. Good to see you here. It's such a pleasure to have you, Mohit. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
And now Manisha has also joined us. Since I've said hello to everybody, I'll say hello to Manisha also. Manisha, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Oh, fantastic. I've never been better before. How are you?
Same here. I have never been better before.
Such a pleasure talking to you, Manisha. Great. Great to have you on board. Now
Thank you,
let's
sir.
start. Yeah, thank you, Manisha. Now let's start with the exercises. Those of you who missed the class on pronouns, do not worry. The exercises are very simple. What are personal pronouns? Personal pronouns are replacements for the name. If we say something like Gopal went to the sweet shop, Gopal purchased sweets, Gopal ate rasgullas, Gopal came back home, Gopal sat down to do his work, Gopal then watched TV. It sounds very stupid. So personal pronoun could be he. Gopal went to the sweet shop. From there, he purchased some sweets and ate some sweets. Thereafter, he came back home and he started working. Gopal also watched television later in the evening. So we are using pronouns, right? Pronouns are always good to use. They make the speech sound good. So now you will have to fill up the blanks with he, she, they, who, it, whom, etc., 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 etc. Hers, theirs, mine, etc., etc., etc. Okay, very simple. So here we go. It's going to be a short presentation before we start with the spontaneous speech demonstrations. Okay, exercises. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, there you are. There you are. Right. You don't know how these essential grammar exercises are going to benefit you. They're going to benefit you immensely. This backdrop information will be so useful to all of you. Here we go. All right. Now, please understand that these blanks can be filled with many pronouns. They don't just have a single answer. Okay. I have 3 exercises today, and every exercise will be followed by the solutions. You can check out the solutions later, but your solutions can be different from the solutions that are given, and still they may be correct. I'll solve the first one for you and also illustrate as to how the answer can be different. Fill up the blanks with the correct personal pronouns, and I've already written there could be more than one correct solution to these problems. Did Dash go to Bombay yesterday? The answer could be, did she go to Bombay yesterday? Did they go to Bombay yesterday? Did he go to Bombay yesterday? Okay. Did it go to Bombay yesterday? Nay, that can't be the answer. Okay, the answer has to be a little sensible. So you have to fill in the blanks with such pronouns. I start with Sanjay. Sanjay, number 1. Did Dash go to Bombay yesterday? Give me a proper pronoun. Any pronoun will do.
Did you go to Bombay yesterday?
Fantastic. Did you go to Bombay yesterday? Correct. All right. Lekha, Dash enjoyed the party last night. Now, don't give me the answer, Isha. Isha enjoyed the party on Friday, but Isha cannot be the answer. It has to be some pronoun. Go ahead. Give me the answer.
He enjoyed the he, she, anything will do. He enjoyed the party last night.
Okay, give me one answer.
Okay, he.
He enjoyed the party last night. Spot on. Okay, Sushmita.
Yes.
Does Dash study French?
Does he study French?
Does he study French is spot on. Okay, Kirti. Dash is taller than Dash. Be careful. This is a tricky one. Dash is taller than Dash.
She is taller than he is.
Try again.
Yeah, she is taller than her. She is taller than him.
Try again.
She is taller than her sister.
Try again.
She is taller than. She is taller than her sister is. No. Okay.
Look, she is taller than her sister is a correct sentence. But here
Yes.
I am asking you to fill up the blanks with pronouns, with personal.
Okay.
So give me.
She is taller than her sister. No.
Kirti, her sister is not. This expression together does not constitute a pronoun. I want you to fill up both the blanks with pronouns. Go ahead. If you remember, once Lekha had given a very bright answer to such a question.
Yes, he or she Either he or she comes here.
Give me the full sentence, my dear.
Uh, he is taller than. He's taller than him. He's taller than her.
Kirti, what you are saying is colloquially not incorrect. Okay, it is correct. But we are not
Okay.
after colloquial bad English. We are after good English, right? Whenever we compare things, we always use the first person form. So the answer could be he is taller.
Okay.
He is taller than.
Um.
Let me explain now. He is taller than she. She is taller than he. Right? That is how we have to answer this question. She is taller than him is an incorrect usage. He is taller than her is incorrect. He is taller than she is acceptable, but does not fit that classical mode. So he is taller than she is taller than he, etc., 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 etc. Have you understood? Have you understood how it is to be solved?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, Nitesh, this book is mine and that one is dash. Any pronoun will do.
This book is mine and that one is yours.
Fantastic answer. This book is mine and that one is yours. It could also be this book is mine and that one is hers. This book is mine and that one is his. This book is mine and that one is theirs. Anything, any pronoun will do. Good. All right, Hemanta. Who are dash friends? Who are
Who are
dash friends?
who are your friends?
Who are your friends is correct. Who are your friends? Who are her friends? Who are his friends? Who are their friends? Anything will do, right? These are the pronouns in the possessive nature. I explained all this in the previous class. Okay. Dash are very tired today. Pallavi. Dash are very tired today. Go ahead.
They are very tired today.
Spot on. They are very tired today. Well done. Okay. Isha, what does dash want? What does dash want?
What does she want?
What does he want is correct. What does she want is correct. What does, that's it, he or she. It cannot be they because the verb form here is does. Had it been do, what do dash want, then you could say what do they want. Spot on,
Yes.
Isha. Well done. Well done. Moving on. Okay, these are the solutions. You can check them up later. Exercise 2. Seema, where is dash from? Where is dash from? Give me a correct pronoun. Go ahead, Seema.
Sir, where is he from?
Where is he from is spot on. Where is he from? Where is she from? Where is it from will also probably do, but where is he from and where is she from appear better. All right, Mohit, how old is dash? How old is dash?
How old is he?
How old is he is correct. How old is he or how old is she or how old is it will also do. Probably you are talking about a building. So it's it. Okay. Sanjay, dash is a good student. Dash is a good student. Give me a correct pronoun.
He is a good student.
He is a good student. She is a good student. Anything will do. Well done. Okay. Lekha, dash are here. Dash are here.
They are here.
They are here.
They are here.
Fantastic. They are here is spot on. Well done. They are here is correct. Okay, Sushmita. Dash is my brother. Dash is my brother.
He is my brother.
He is my brother is perfect. Well done. Well done. Kirti, dash are not happy with the results. Dash are not happy with the results. Go ahead.
They are not happy with the results.
Perfect. They are not happy with the results. Spot on, Kirti. Well done. Okay, Nitesh. Do dash understand what dash are saying? A little tricky one, but I'm sure you'll pull it off.
Do you understand what they are saying?
Do you understand what they are saying is correct? Do they understand what they are saying is correct? Do they understand what you are saying is also correct? Okay, so there are multiple combinations possible. Well done, Nitesh. All right, Hemanta. Do that, sorry, Dash needs some help. Dash needs some help. Go ahead.
We need some help.
We need some help
They
is
need
correct.
some.
They need some help is also correct. Well done. Well done. Okay. All right. Pallavi. Dash don't like spinach. Dash don't like spinach.
Sorry. They don't like spinach.
They don't like spinach is correct.
Spinach, yes,
Spinach.
I do
Okay.
like.
It's spinach. Spinach. You know who eats a lot of spinach? It's Popeye, the sailor, right? He is a cartoon character um, who becomes very powerful when he eats spinach. Okay. Okay. Now it's for Isha. A little tricky one, Isha. Be careful. What time is Dash? Dash is 9 o'clock. One person is asking a question, other is giving the answer. Go ahead.
What time is here? It is 9 o'clock.
Try again, my dear. What time is Dash? Dash is 9 o'clock. It's a little tricky one, but I'm sure you'll pull it off.
What time is here? There is 9 o'clock.
Okay, Isha, let me give you the answer. It's I told you it's a little tricky one. We never say what time is there. We always say what time is it? What time is it? Because time is neuter gender, right? So we say
Yes, sir.
what time is it now? What time is it? That's how we ask what the time is. And the answer will also be it is 9 o'clock. What time is it? It is 9 o'clock. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well done, Aisha. It was a tricky one. All right. Seema, there are dash students in this class. A little tricky one, little tricky one. Try.
There are very few students in this class.
No, the answer is correct. The sentence is correct, but very few do not
Is
constitute a
not.
pronoun.
Uh,
Mm-hmm. Try it. You know the answer, Seema. I can give it in writing, you know the answer. The moment I say it, you'll say, oh my goodness, I knew this. And you know it. You know it inside out. Just the way I'm sure Isha knew the answer inside out. And Kirti knew the answer inside out. Sometimes, you know the answers, but you just don't come up with those answers. I'll give you the answer. There are these students in
yes,
this
yes,
class.
yes, sir.
Right?
I just want to speak before you.
I told you. Or you don't put any pronoun over there. Just say there are students in this class. That's it. No pronoun will also do. Okay?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Well done, Seema. It's a tricky one. Okay. All right. Mohit, this is dash pencil case.
This is my pencil case.
This is my pencil case. This is your pencil case. This is his pencil case. This is her pencil case. This is their pencil case. Anything will do. Well done. Okay, Sanjay. Dash are my parents. Dash are my parents.
They are my parents.
Spot on. They are my parents. Yes. All right. Now, Lekha, a little tricky one. Be careful. Is this dash coat? No, it isn't dash coat. It's dash coat. Fill up these three blanks with pronouns.
Is this your coat? No,
Okay.
it isn't not yours. My
Lekha, you are not properly audible, although I got the answer of the first one, and that's correct. Say it again. Say it again. Unmute yourself, dear.
Is this your coat?
Is this your quote is correct? Then yes, Lekha.
Am I audible now?
Now you're audible. Go ahead.
Am I?
Yes, you are audible, dear. Go ahead.
Next, Luther. Is this your coat? No, it isn't yours. Your coat. It is my coat.
You are very close to the correct answer. And probably what you are saying will also be accepted as okay. But I wouldn't say it's completely correct because you can make it better. You can make the answer better. Is this your coat? No. You're asking somebody a question. Is this your coat? What will that person say? No, it isn't my coat. It's
Yes, yes.
his coat or it's her coat, right? Say I
Okay.
ask Sushmita, Sushmita, is this your coat? Sushmita says, no, it isn't my coat. And then Sushmita points at Hemanta and says, it's his coat. Okay. So this is how you can visualize it. But well done. You've answered. Your answer isn't wrong, but there can be a better sense. Okay. So answer is okay. I'll take that as an acceptable answer. All right. Okay. Okay. Kirti. Can dash help dash. Can dash help dash. Go ahead.
Can can you help me?
Can you help me is correct. Can I help you is correct. Can they help me is correct. Can I help them is also correct. You are spot on, Kirti. Well done. Okay. Sushmita. Dash want to go home now. Dash
I want to go home now.
I want to go home now is correct. They want to go home now is correct. So we want to go home now is also correct. Okay. I remember a dialogue from a movie. Okay, when the way Sushmita answered the question, I want to go home now. That tonality reminded me of a dialogue in a Hindi movie which goes like this. I hope I'm not violating any copyright. All credits are due to the makers of the film. Okay, an old film. Amol Palekar delivered this dialogue. It's from a Rishikesh Mukherjee film called Golmaal. Lovely film. All of you should watch it. Okay, and there were two Amol Palekars. The same man was playing a nice, sweet man, sweet kind of a character, pretending to be a very polite and civil and orthodox character. And the other person was also the same Amol Palekar, but there he was playing the part of, or rather, he was pretending to be a flamboyant, dashing, modernized kind of a man, a man with convictions in modern thoughts, modern ethos. So there, when he was playing the ruffian, when he was playing the man with the modern outlook, he said something like this before an old man, just to show that he was a kind of a ruffian. What did he say? He said something like this. Not exactly. I'm not sure I'm delivering the dialogue correctly, but he said something like this. आप लोगों के लिए 2 और 2 केवल 4 हो सकते हैं, पर हमारे लिए 2 और 2 4 भी हो सकते हैं, 5 भी हो सकते हैं, 9 भी हो सकते हैं, 0 भी हो सकता है. Okay, so something like this I was reminded of when Sushmita came up with the tonality. We want to go home. 0 bhi ho sakta hai. Something like that. Okay, so Sushmita, that was very cute. You reminded me of that wonderful way in which Amol Palekar delivered the dialogue. Watch that film. 0 bhi ho sakta. When you hear this dialogue, you'll enjoy it. 0 bhi ho sakta hai. You'll remember your tone. I want to go home now. Okay, the same tonality. Okay, all right. So we are through with the exercises. And what are we going to do now? Now we will be just reminding ourselves that practice makes you perfect. Okay? So with that said, we go back to the gallery where our learned participants are there. Can I have you all on the camera, please? Not for, yes, I'm not saying for the whole time, but at least for some time. All right. So the two demonstrations now, we'll have to go up to 10. I'm sorry. Please bear with me. I know we started out late today, so we have to go late. So today, please make sure that you are here till the end of the class, right? And I promise you a lot of infotainment rather, because I was really interested. I really loved the content of Nitesh's narrative. That story was going so well, but somehow we missed out. I mean, because of the power failure over here. I hope no power failures today. I mean, no internet failures today. Okay, that shouldn't happen. All right. So, who is going to do it today? Let me see. Okay, today the one who is going to do it first is our very own, the lovely, objective, wonderful Lekha. Lekha, be ready. Lekha, is your audio working properly? Give me say a hello to me. Say
Yes,
hello.
sir. It's working. There was a slow connectivity.
You can put off your video if you want. If you think that you're working on low bandwidth, you can put off your video and give us the speech. All right?
No, it's okay. When the
Okay.
voice is not proper, then you tell me. I will put off my. Camera.
All right, Lekha. All right. Okay. Lekha, your topic for the day is nothing is permanent in life. Nothing is permanent in life. Nothing is permanent in life. Start.
Okay. So, hello, this is Lekha Sani, and my topic for spontaneous speech is nothing is permanent in life. So, it's a true saying. It's an easy and the thing which we all have like experienced in our life. Like we are all mature enough now, so we have faced many kind of struggles and sorrows and many type of accidents, so many things. So we have seen like there are many situation in which we many time we get struck stuck, and we think like we should end it up, and we are not moving forward, and we are just doing nothing and nothing gaining in our life, and just wasting our time. And many time we feel like when the situation are very miserable, we think of like ending our lives. So it happens with many of the persons, not with everyone, but many of the persons think like ending up their lives. And most of the persons think like they are not doing anything. So it is normal. What can we do to overcome this? Is we should think that nothing in our life is permanent. Everything will soon pass with the time, and time will heal everything. Whenever we are stuck in that situation uh, that is harming us, and we are in a negative situation basically, so we should think like time will heal it, and we should wait for the right moment, and think like God is with us, and we should strive for the better, and hope for the best. We say many time there are situations when we are not feeling well, so we should not think like it is going to be forever and it will happen forever. No, it's not like that. Time will heal everything, and everything will become better. There are in my life there was a situation when I was 2 or 3 years. It was 2 or 3 years ago when my whole family was stuck in a kind of struggle. That was a very bad situation for ourselves. We were feeling like what to do. Our whole family was feeling like what to do. What is the solution of this problem? We were just crying, and not doing anything. That situation was like that. I should leave my studies, and we should not do anything. We were not properly eating, and for many days we were not even cooking the food. Our cousins, they were providing us food. So in that situation we thought that what will happen to us? Will we get a better life, or we will strive for the hunger, and we will not come in the bad in a good condition? And like earlier we used to be, and we were just thinking like we should end up our lives. But with the time everything become better. In 2 or 3 months, and the situations were like they were becoming normal. I started my study again, and it was my time of CGL exams, so I went to my relatives home to um, pursue my study because in our home the atmosphere was not proper, because they were crying and I couldn't study there. So I went to my relative's house to pursue my study, and not to think about those sad moments. So with the time everything become better. With the time everything become better. If someone loses a person, then for 2 or 3 months he is feeling like there is no meaning of existence without him or her, like without their loved one. But with the time they get the strength to live their life, and they have a kind of maturity and a feeling in that their existence to matter without their loved one's life. Like there was a story of Kisa Gotami in Buddha's story. We have learned he lost his son, and then she went to many persons, like she went to Buddha and told that she want her son back, because she couldn't live without his son. So then Buddha told her, I don't know whether he was Buddha or someone else, but I will say it. So then Buddha told her to go for a house where nobody has been dead till now. Then she went from door to door and asked everyone that is there a house where since now anybody has not been dead. So she couldn't find a house in which there was a house basically where nobody has been died till now. So then she came back to Buddha and told that there is not a single house where nobody has died till now. Everyone has to lose many persons in their life, and it is permanent to lose our loved ones. So we should also think like with the time everything will become better. Nothing, it is not permanent like losing our loved one. It will heal with the time, and time will heal everything, and with the time everything will become better. We also engage in other activities, like if we have done something bad.
Lekha should do. Wow. Please give her as much appreciation as you can, because this is a star performance. Star. Possibly one of the best I have heard so far. Possibly one of the best I've heard so far. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Clap. Come on, all of you. Unmute yourselves and clap for her. What a performance, Lekha. What a performance. You are right. That woman went to the enlightened one, Pragya Paramita, Lord Buddha, and said, Lord, can my son not be resurrected? Buddha said, okay, we'll look into that. Go and get me a bowl of rice from any of the families where no death has ever happened, and We will see if the child can be brought back to life. But she could not find a single household which had not gone through a tragedy. You are absolutely right, Lekha. You know, the more I listen to you, the more I respect you. My respect for you kind of grows. You obviously are my student, so I have a lot of love and affection for you. That aside, but I also have so much of respect for you, my dear. You speak like such a wise soul. Indeed, this topic could have been handled in countless other ways, but the way you handled it is remarkable. Is remarkable. Buddha has many other stories. Buddha had a disciple called Ananda, and there is another beautiful story of Tissa, Emperor Ashoka's youngest brother. As we move on in the training program, I'll be narrating those stories for all of you. Beautifully done, Lekha. I'll not say anything more. I don't have words to praise you. I'm speechless. Really, the best things they say, the best things the experts say should be left unsaid. So I'm leaving my appreciation, my tremendous respect for you unsaid. Let it be unsaid. You understand how much I value you as a student and now even as a friend. Maybe I'm a year or two younger than you, but I can still be your friend, right? No.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for
Okay.
being my friend.
Okay, sweetie. Thank you so much. I mean, what do I say? Absolutely so happy. You know, when you see your student doing so well, the student probably is not so happy. The teacher is happier. So that's the feeling I'm getting. Thank you so much. Okay. The turn is now of our wonderful dear friend who's also a teacher, and her name is Seema. Seema, pull up your socks and be ready. Can you
Yes, sir.
put on the camera, my dear? Or you want to be like
Yes.
this? Okay, put on the camera.
Yes, sir.
Now, the topic that I'm giving you is similar to the topic I gave Lekha. Okay, it's very similar to the topic I gave Lekha. And I'm really interested in watching you handle this topic. And I'm sure you'll do a great job. Your topic, Seema, for the day is, for the spontaneous speech is, unhappiness is just a veil of happiness. Unhappiness is just a veil or cover of happiness. Unhappiness is just a veil of happiness. Shoot, Seema.
Just a second, sir. Kindly repeat once more topic, sir.
Okay. Unhappiness is just a cover for happiness. Unhappiness is just a blanket for happiness. You can say whatever you want to say. That is to say, happiness is hiding behind unhappiness. Go ahead, start.
Okay, sir. From the topic, I just want to say that um, because our life is mixing of feelings, because without pains, we are unable to realize the happiness. And I think I take this topic as this, like happiness and unhappiness are both linked with each other, because it actually I can prove this is this statement by an example. Like when we face difficulties in our life, when we face failures in our life, uh, and many a time it happened with us. And after some time or after years, when we got when we got or achieved the goal, what we want, then at that time we realize the um, the importance of the success we have got, or that the goal we have achieved. If we take thing easily, if we got thing easily, uh, I can say maybe we will not bother about it so much, and we will not get more respect to it, because we get it very easily. And when we get something easily, when I think then we don't realize the importance of it. um, I can also relate it to the many in our with our so many relationships as well. We see in our life that there are many people who get very uh, who get things, or who get very beautiful relations in their life without any efforts, or not any efforts means very minimum efforts they have got. But but when they I think when the person who puts all efforts in the things, in things get better, or in things get more favorable to them, then in both the person which I am talking about here now, then the first one is, I think the first one don't bother about it, that what he got or what she got. And maybe I'm not so clear, sir, but and if I am talking like happiness, or if I am taking example of my life, then I just elaborated here. Like after 12th, I have given exam for teacher training course, that was diet, and I have qualified that exam in my fourth attempt. And seriously, the 4 years I have done my I have given my 100% to my studies. I just um, I just did my best, but still I didn't get it. And at that time, I just thought that however, I just got opportunity to take admission in that diet course. And after when I have completed my graduation, and I have got admission to diet course. And seriously, at that time, I was so happy for that. It was not a big deal for anybody, and maybe anybody can't consider it like it's really a very great thing. But it was that achievement was, uh, I can say, it was my first it was my first step to enter in the teaching profession, and it was really very meaningful for me. So the happiness I could feel at that time, it was it's speechless for me now, and I am unable to express it in words. But I really want to say here that unhappiness which I have faced, or the failure I have faced before getting admission in that course, uh, it was it is it is really a very meaningful for me, and it is really important for me. And there are so many examples in my life which where I dealt with these kind of things. And definitely I can say the happiness and happiness feelings are very close to each other. Without unhappiness, or without the pains or the failures, we can't imagine or we can't feel the real sense of happiness in our life. And nothing striking me, nothing striking me, nothing striking me. Nothing striking me, nothing striking me. One more thing I should like to say here, sir, that we can't think like the unhappiness or the failure things are remains for all the time in our life. We think we should learn from it. We should learn from our failures, and from by learning from our failures, we can reach to the expected goal.
Seema, your time is over. Very well done. Excellent, excellent. Please give her all your love and appreciation, all of you. Please. Let me tell you this, Seema, and also give your comments. I'll be reading the comments that you have given for Lekha, and thereafter I'll read the comments that you give for Seema as well. Now the thing is, I gave you both similar topics, and both the topics were quite difficult. On the face of it, they might look very easy, appear very easy, but they are not easy. Difficult topics. Swami Vivekananda said something similar long back. What did he say? He said that unhappiness comes as a cover for happiness. My interpretation, my humble interpretation of that great sage's words is that when there is a phase of unhappiness in your life, it is exactly a phase and nothing more. It is fleeting, it is temporary, it'll go. And after that veil of unhappiness evaporates, you will see happiness waiting for you. But when you find this happiness waiting for you and you are enjoying this happiness, do not get too much attracted to it. Because just the way unhappiness is temporary, happiness is also temporary, and happiness is also coming as a cover for unhappiness. So unhappiness and happiness will keep following each other. And that is why you have to be rock solid in your approach. Never be too disheartened when the chips are down, and never be too happy when there's joy coming your way. If you get too upset or too happy with things, then you are asking for trouble. In Hindi, they say, I remember one of the Hindi literatures saying it. That's why I'm saying it in Hindi. Then I'll repeat it in English for the viewers who don't follow Hindi. Na dukh mein ati dukh अच्छा है और ना सुख में अति सुख. अति दुखी एवं अति सुखी दोनों अपने दुखों के लिए कारण बन रहे हैं. It's not a good idea to be very unhappy or disheartened when the chips are down, when unhappiness is coming your way. Likewise, it is not a good idea to be too happy when you have joys coming your way. One who is too unhappy or too happy when unhappiness and happiness respectively come his way is a cause of unhappiness, is a cause of trouble for himself or herself. Remember the nectary truth of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Samabhav or Sambhav, composure, neither too happy nor too upset. Be rock solidly in the middle. ना मैं इस ओर जाऊंगा ना उस ओर जाऊंगा, मध्य में रहूंगा. I will not incline towards this side or that side. I'll be rock solidly placed in the center, neither too happy nor too unhappy. Composure, equanimity, balanced approach in life, madhyam marga. That is what can give you satisfaction. Any intelligent woman or any intelligent man will look not for happiness, but for satisfaction. If you are satisfied, you have the world. Santosh and not sukh is what you should look for. I know I'm getting preachy again. Sorry about that. Okay, now going to the comments.
Nitesh.
After those wonderful performances by these two girls, I'm so impressed. Both the girls did so well. I'm so happy with them. Okay, let's see. What are the thoughts? All right. Now, first, the thoughts are for Lekha. All right. Okay. My team says, Lekha, these are for you. What a speech. Awe-inspiring performance, Lekha. You are absolutely a great orator with great thoughts. Oh, yes, I agree with my team. Absolutely right. Kirti writes, commendable job, Lekha. Absolutely correct, Kirti. You are spot on. Lekha has done a truly commendable job. Sushmita writes, Sushmita has disconnected, it seems, for some reasons. Anyway, Sushmita writes, great performance, Lekha. Agree with Sushmita. Seema writes, what an inspiring and amazing performance, dear Lekha. Then you have 4 thumbs up and claps and 4 hearts. Okay, for you. Isha writes for Lekha. Wow, amazing performance. Claps and a thumbs up. The Pallavi writes, really very nice, Lekha. To this and 2 thumbs up. Okay, you spoke really well. And then there's a beautiful smiley also. And my team has again appreciated you. Manisha writes, Lekha, your knowledge on topics is amazing. And the way you present this topic, you made an instant connection with the listeners. Oh, yes. Thank you, Manisha, for voicing those words. Manisha, can you be on the camera for just a second? Manisha, can you be on the camera, please?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Manisha, you're audible. Can we see
Sir,
you for
there's
a
a
while? Acha, there's a power
sir,
failure. Okay,
yes,
there's a
there's a
power
power
failure.
failure, and I don't want to look like a ghastly figure to anyone. That's
Ah,
why I
you.
have turned off my camera.
Come on now, Manisha. You can never look ghastly. By any chance, are you fishing for compliments? Are you expecting us to say, no, Manisha, you can
No,
never
sir.
look like a ghastly figure. You are a pretty
No, no,
girl.
sir.
You are so beautiful. You cannot ever look ghastly, no matter what. But yes, we all pass on those compliments to you. You are a pretty girl indeed and extremely intelligent. So you can never look ghastly, okay? Never ever say that for you. You dare not say that about yourself because we are a family now, right? And one
Yes,
family
sir.
member cannot even criticize himself or herself without the permission of others. All right. But
Sure.
some,
I apologize for that, and thank you for your words.
no
Thank you so
apologies,
much.
dear. No apologies, my dear. It's all fine. Yes, but some of our family members go on partying without thinking about the other family members. At least 2 of them went partying this week. Okay. Anyway, no problem. No problem. Okay. Just joking, just
Okay.
pulling your legs. I hope you all understand. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Sanjay writes, wonderful performance, Lekha, inspiring, amazing. Okay, and Nitesh writes, outstanding performance, Lekha, impeccable. Indeed, this is impeccable. One of your best performances, and the story was a cherry on the cake. Really appreciate it. Nitesh, you verbalized your thoughts so beautifully, so wonderfully well. Just give me a second. Mom, dear mom. Mom, moms and dads are probably the cutest creatures on earth. Right. All right. So, so impeccable indeed. Great performance. Hemanta writes, brilliant performance by Lekha. Just made everyone eager to hear you. Indeed, Lekha. See what wonderful things the participants, your friends are saying. All right, all right. Now these comments are coming for Seema. for that brilliant performance, Seema. For that brilliant performance. You, in fact, voiced many of the thoughts that were hovering in my head. You beautifully explained how unhappiness and happiness go together. All right. Kirti writes, very nice, Seema. And there is one this. And you deserve these praises, Kirti. You're spot on. Seema deserves these praises. Pallavi writes, commendable performance. To this and two wonderful smileys for you, Seema. Isha writes, organic thoughts, well explained, superb speech. And then half a dozen claps for you. Okay? Great. You are right, Isha. Absolutely right. Then Manisha writes, you spoke very well, Seema. Kudos to you. Completely agree with Manisha. And Manisha follows up her words with claps. Lekha writes, nice performance, Seema. I always crave for your sweet tone and thoughts. You and your performance both are very sweet. And then there are two beautiful hearts for you. One small heart and one large heart. So Lekha has sent her love and appreciation for you, Seema. And you deserve every bit of this praise. Okay. Then Nitesh writes, amazing performance, Seema. Very much engaging and thoughtful. Keep it up. Nitesh couldn't have been more correct. It is a brilliant performance. Lovely performance. The way you explained how happiness and unhappiness go together is indeed great. Sanjay writes, great performance. Amazing. Well done. Sanjay is correct. And my team says, flawless performance, Seema. You are such a great and thoughtful speaker. My team is spot on. That's what you are, Seema. Okay, and Lekha writes, thank you, everyone. Lekha thanks everybody. And Seema writes, I couldn't give at par performance, sir. So sorry for that. Thanks to all my friends for your kind words and appreciation. Now, Seema, I tell you, probably, uh, what you are saying is exactly what Manisha was saying the other day. Those who are studious, those who are great, usually they are never satisfied with their performances. They want to do even better. Still better. Better. Better than better. Better than better. Better than best. So probably that is what you are thinking. Trust me, your performance has been a great one. Check it up on YouTube. Your performance has been a brilliant one. Okay? And my team again says, and I agree with sir, be composed in every situation of your life. Thank you, my team, for endorsing that thought. And I indeed firmly believe in this fact that you should be composed. Never be too unhappy. Never be too happy. And now, please do not leave us. It is already 10:01. Even if the class goes up to 10:10 or 10:15, today, please stand with us. Today, please be with us. Why? Because I want each one of you who's here. For some reasons, Sushmita has left us. Probably she had work. No issues. But the rest who are here, please wait for Nitesh to tell us his experience, story, narrative, whatever that is. That was sounding wonderful. We will go up to, I'm giving you the time. Do not leave me before that time. 10, 20, 19 more minutes. I know I'm asking for too much. The class started around 8:30, so we are already 1.5 hours old in the session, but doesn't matter. We have to go for another 19 minutes. Please bear with me, right? Thank you so much for your cooperation. Nitesh, can you say hello to me, my dear?
Hello, sir.
Yes, Nitesh. Say hello again. Yes, there you are. All right.
Hello, sir.
Yes, hello, Nitesh.
Hello,
Without further ado, okay, all of you will be commenting on Nitesh's narrative as well. Okay, it's not just the spontaneous speeches that you should comment on. Comment on everything: conversations, experiences, interviews, everything that all kinds of English conversational things that we are going to have, English conversational exercises that we are going to practice as a part of this training program. Okay, Nitesh, go ahead. Please start from the start. The stage is yours.
Yes, sir. Hello, everybody, and I'm going to continue maybe starting from the start, the story or the infotainment that I was delivering in the last class. So, uh, in the last class, I was talking about dreams and why I got interested into this topic, the dreams. Actually, the thing is that from my childhood, I was fascinated about dreams, and I had my own actually ideas about dreams. I used to think about what they are. I asked also the elders, what are these dreams? Why do I see them? So elders told me they are kind of stories that your mind makes when you sleep. But one thing that I kind of uh, made me wonder is that there was a kind of continuity in dream, because in the dream there was a story going. It was around my life, and the memories that I had in the dreams, that is to continue like a what you watch in TV series, like episode continues one after another. Every night I'm sleeping, I'm just continuing the same story, and the memories also used to continue. Most of the time I wasn't able to actually remember during uh, wakeful time, but while I'm in the dream, I was able to actually remember what was happening, the whole events that were happened before in dream. So it kind of made me wonder. After later on, it ended after some time, but later on I wondered about why this kind of things happen. And I had my own theory actually when I studied physics, when I got interested in all the science and stuff. Then I studied about this infinite universe, the parallel universe. I had my own theory that it might be that what we are dreaming is actually an alternate reality that our alternate self is actually experiencing. So I used to think about that like that way, and I was used to get really interested in this. So after that, I studied about different theories, about different Hindu theories, about Indian philosophy, about dreams. And as per Indian philosophy, the dreams, there are various philosophies in India about dreams, actually. And there are philosophies about interpretation of dreams as well. One thing that I have studied is that actually when you sleep, there are kind of three states of we live in three states. One is that we are awake, that wakefulness state. Another is the dreaming state, we are in dream. And there is a third state where we are not dreaming. That is the state where we are actually sleeping, but we are not dreaming, the dreamless state. And, and that state is probably in Sanskrit is called Sushupti. So in that state, actually our mind stops working. That means it's in total rest. And it is said that at that point, that you call deep sleep, at that point you are very much in contact of the actual consciousness, or many people call it Atman. So it is that state. So as per in Hindu philosophy, what is that? Is that uh, what I have studied is it is said that the for the consciousness, the state of dream and the state of in the wakefulness, both are unreal. Both are actually dreams for the Atman. And the one who actually achieves the fourth state, and that i- that is as per Sanskrit is called Turiya. In that state, actually the person realizes that actually the this all worldly things that he kind of feels that it's real is actually a dream, and the dream is already a dream. So like in dream, when we are dreaming actually, we in the dream we feel that yeah, we are the things, the events that are happening there are actually real. We kind of feel, and we kind of use our whole of the five senses in our dreams. And in real life also, that the same thing is there. And we feel that this is real. But when you reach that fourth state that is talked about in Indian text, the 2D state, there you realize, no, no, that thing was also a dream. This was also a dream. And this is the thing. This, when you get out of this story, then only you will be able to recognize that, oh, that was actually not real. So this happens. So that's why I kind of confirms my idea about the dreams that I had earlier, because it can be unreal. But uh, let me think. So so dreaming is a kind of very interesting concept to actually read about, study about, and learn about. So later on, I used to actually write articles on my blogs about physics, science, and different things that interested me. So I have written article on my website about this, about dreaming, and the dreams, and there are Western views also are there for about dreams. As per Western views, it's kind of the memories that we collect during daytime, and it's kind of management of the brain. The brain manages all the memories, just filters out what it should keep, what it should not, and that kind of flashes, and kind of our brain kind of manages to create a story out of that, and that is dream as per some of the Western theories. Another, and there are another theories are as well, uh, and Sigmund Freud, you must have known about him. He was one of, I think, as for as much I know, that he was one of the first Western philosopher, Western psychologists who actually studied dreams. And in his psychoanalytic theory, he has actually done about interpretation of dreams, and he has wrote about that. And he used to about and he used to about to uh, uh, interpret the dreams of the people of the patient who is to came for treatment. And by interpretation, he used to actually manage to understand the inner hidden trauma that were that the inner hidden problems that we're facing mentally, that were causing uh, th- them not to function well during 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 wakeful time, during when they are awake. So there are various other theories, and I'm not going to bore you about by talking all these uh, drab and kind of uninteresting stuff. I'm going to give you some of the things that you should actually find out yourself. I will ask some of the very simple questions. Well, do the blind person see visuals in his dream? Try to find it out, okay? Try to research it. Does a deaf person can hear in dreams? Try to research on it, find it out, and it will be amazing when you know it. There are various other researches have been done, various surveys have been done about it, and there are other things as well. I'm going to discuss some of the things that another experiment I did is about sleep paralysis. I haven't actually experienced sleep paralysis, but actually I tried to actually imitate it, try to experiment it. I read somewhere that when I will tell you the whole process how to do it. Uh, you have to actually, what is actually sleep paralysis? I first discussed that. In sleep paralysis, your whole body is asleep. Body is asleep, but not the mind. Mind is wide awake. So what if you want to if you haven't experienced, because sleep paralysis is really bad thing. But if you want to experience it for just for fun, then you can try it. You have to just lie absolutely still. You don't even have to, like we like swallow our saliva. you don't have to do that also. You have to be totally still while you are sleeping and let the body go into that sleepy state, and it will, and you will feel it actually that your body is getting paralyzed. It's kind of, and you even if you try to kind of move your body, you won't be able to do that, and it will be it will kind of scare you a lot. But the only way out is just go to sleep. At last, you will just experience it, and if you won't be able to get out of, you have to sleep finally. So let your mind sleep, and then after that, when you will awake, you will be like before. So I tried this experiment, and it kind of worked actually, and experience was really unreal. Another thing is that I will just correlate things about reality and dream by you must have heard about lucid dreaming. The dreams, when you are able to control your dreams, like in our life we are able to control what happens with us. In most cases we are control what we are doing, but in dreams there is control is less. But during lucid dreaming, you will be able to actually uh, able to know, you will recognize that yeah, this is dream, actually you are dreaming. And when you get expert in this, brain will also make such a complex dreams that your mind will try to befool you that you are dreaming. So how to do lucid dreaming, I will also tell the techniques. Some of the techniques are there, like you have to practice it regularly while you are awake also, like looking at your palms. When you look at your palms and you see the lines at your palms, that that thing. Other thing is that when you try to read texts, printed text in dreams, you won't be able to do that in dreams. You try, and if you practice this, like also I used to do this kind of thing. If you do this in your dream, it will pass. So I used to practice this, and once in a dream I did this, and so I actually able to recognize, yeah, it's actually a dream. Then I kind of really enjoyed it. Actually, you are the king of the dream world then. So it was really interesting experience, and I would really ask everybody to try to experience this. It's unreal, really. So when you are doing that, your brain makes such a complex dreams. Even these techniques will stop working after some time. It won't work. Even you would be able to read printed texts in dream. Your brain will become so much smarter in making dreams. So many people are there. I have actually read journals about this, and of people, and they have actually uh, told their experiences. As per their experience, their dream becomes so real that they were unable to distinguish when they are dreaming and when they are actually awake. And that problem is really gruesome because you cannot understand whether it's a dream or not. So yeah, it's a very interesting thing to do actually. Another another there are various other things that I have actually studied about this astral projection. I kind of I have never been successful in doing that, but many other there are many texts about this, and I have actually read about this astral projection, where you can actually get the feeling of out of the body experience and kind of this your astral body, like you have watched in the movie Doctor Strange, that it gets out of this body. Another thing is the one experience I would like to share is similar to what you have seen in Christopher Nolan's movie Inception, the dream inside the dream thing. Actually, I had actually had a three-layered dream, and the experience was really unexplainable because I was really gotten very much frightened what happened because eh, At in the first dream, in the lowest layer of the dream, I knew that I was dreaming and it was good, fine. I got it. It was really a nightmare, but I got it. Yeah, it's fine. I got out of it. Oh, and then I thought, yeah, I'm sleeping in my room. I'm finally there. And then from somewhere, a demon comes and lands on me. I was just frightened to what to say. I was unable to actually. Uh, that was really horrifying experience because I was dead sure that this was real. This is reality, and then my dream broke and I just got awake. So that the
Uh,
inception thing is really kind of
Nitesh,
uh, yeah.
uh, all of us would like to continue to listen to you ad infinitum. You have touched such an interesting topic, right? I'm sure you have a lot many more beautiful things to talk about, because since you're interested in dreaming and you use expressions such as lucid dreaming, I haven't seen many talk about all these ideas, right? Dream in a dream, you spoke about dreams in which the episodes are actually getting serialized just like a television series. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, I really don't want to stop you. Right, I'm not stopping you. All I'm saying is we will continue with this topic in our next edition. I would want you to speak more about dreams, more about events and incidents that defy scientific logic, or maybe they are in sync with science, and science probably explains them with what appear to be convoluted theories, but correct theories. Okay. So thank you very much. You have actually enlightened us. And let's see what your wonderful friends have to say about this beautiful piece. I
Thank you,
loved
sir.
it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much,
Nitesh, I
sir.
loved it. I loved it means I absolutely relished your talk. I wish I could just keep going on. If it had not been 10:20 right now, I would have said, Nitesh, go on for 1 hour, maybe 2 hours. Keep going. I want to listen to
I
you.
can speak. I can speak for 1 hour.
I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. This topic is not over. We will know a lot more from you. In fact, I can also tell you some very interesting incidents relating to dreams, okay? Because dreams are not so easy to explain. Some people might say, hey, whatever you do all through the day, convert into images. The mind
Mhm.
converts them into images, and those images are projected on your mental screen. No, dreams are not so easily explicable, okay? As you very rightly pointed out, we are not sure whether the ones who are born blind dream, or those who are deaf can actually listen to sounds in their dreams. And you can never be sure what is a dream and what is not a dream. Right now, are we in this virtual class, or are we dreaming? Possibly this is a
Yeah.
larger dream that we cannot explain. Okay. And couple this up with Zeno's paradox of motion, and the world will appear to be so mysterious. Thank you. I also probably would, want to have a discussion with you, maybe one to one someday. Maybe we can have
Yeah.
maybe we can have a podcast, a video podcast. As a part of my podcast, I can invite you as a guest, and we can have a thorough, long discussion on it. And I'm sure your friends relished it. All of them are, as I say, geniuses. They love such topics, and all of them must have given you a great compliments. So let's see what are the compliments that you have got. Okay, okay. And I tell you, my team always calls you a genius. My team is at all times so full of praises for you. All right. So, Seema writes, thank you so much for sharing your great experiences and thoughts about the dreams. You have really explained very well. Lots of claps and thumbs up for you. And then Seema says, I also feel and experience that the true truthfulness of dreams and sleep paralysis like experiences which you have talked about. So she also being a very intelligent girl, Seema is also very intelligent. I mean, all of you are. So Seema also is a philosopher who goes deep into things and tries to analyze things just like you. And I dare say like me and everybody else in the class. Okay. All right. Thank you, Seema. Very enlightening words indeed and very rightly explained. All right, my team says, keep on speaking. Nitesh, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. My team must be saying, why did Biswajit have to speak in between? Why could Biswajit not allow Nitesh to keep speaking, continue speaking? Well, I will. I will. I'll come back to you. Right? You are a supreme source of knowledge. And I'm not going to let you escape my clutches. You see, I want to extract and absorb and suck all your knowledge. Okay. All right. And Sanjay says, fantastic, Nitesh. Nice. Everybody loved what you said. The content is so wonderful. Manisha says, we can listen to you for much, much longer time, Nitesh, and we know that you can speak for another 1 hour too. I appreciate the knowledge and you spoke really well. Yes, I agree. Another of my team members says, thank you so much for sharing your dreaming thoughts, dear Nitesh. Sometimes it's very difficult to understand what is dreaming and what is experiencing the reality. Spot on. My team is spot on. Kirti says, I am very much interested in listening to your thoughts on such philosophies of life. Please continue it in the next session. Well, possibly not in the next session, but someday we'll continue for sure. And we'll have many more such talks from you. And I must say here that Kirti is also a very thoughtful girl, analyzes things very deep. So I was sure that Kirti and other people, Lekha and everybody, Sanjay and Pallavi, everyone would find your talk extremely interesting. Lekha writes, that's why I was comfortable with the only person of my coterie. Nitesh is a very learned person. Basically, I used to gain this kind of knowledge from Nitesh through the coterie talk. Ha 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 ha. He's given a smiley. Okay, and the smiley is smiling so much that it is also kind of shedding tears. Tears of joy. I've learned so much from Nitesh. That is the kind of smiley which Lekha has sent you. Thanks, Nitesh, for being a part of our coterie. Yes, Nitesh. Now I'm being jealous of Lekha. You see, you're sharing all your knowledge with her, and Lekha is sharing all her knowledge with you. Only if I could be a student and be a part of your coterie. Okay, but I'll be your student. I'll be the student of each one of you, learning so much from each one of you. Thank you. Quite a different kind of experience of listening to these things. Completely agree with our wonderful Lekha. She's spot on. When she says that you are a true source of knowledge, you're indeed a true source of knowledge. How beautifully you explain these things. All right. Pallavi writes, Nitesh, you have great knowledge about the dreams. It looks like you have done so much study about it. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Thereafter, some things you said, I have also experienced them. Look, we have geniuses over here. Pallavi just showed the sparks of her genius. All right. And my team member again says, yes, what a performance. Okay. And Nitesh, okay. And Nitesh says, thank you so much, everyone, for your wonderful words. You are a genius. Okay, in the true sense of the expression, and each one of your friends is. Oh my goodness.
Thank you so much, sir.
I am going speechless, right? Lovely talk. Someday I will see you, Kirti, Lekha, Isha, Seema, Pallavi, Sanjay, Manisha, and all other friends who join us off and on giving TED Talks, right? Waiting for that day. Waiting for that day. On that sweet note, and all of you must have your own YouTube channels, and you have been a vlogger and a vlogger yourself, Nitesh, just like Sushmita. Do it. The world is in need of your knowledge. The world is in need of your views, right? My respect for Lekha has grown. My respect for everybody else has also grown. My respect for Nitesh has also grown. Okay, quite understandable. So, You guys are giving me complexes now. I wonder whether I should be teaching you or you should be teaching me. Anyway, so in the next class, I catch you tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Till then, take good care of yourselves and good night. And thank you for staying so late, staying till this point of time. Thank you so much. Good night. Good night, all of you.
Good night, sir. Good night,
Good
Good
night.
Good
night,
night,
sir.
sir.
Good night.
Good
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 night.
Good
night.
night, sir.
Good
Good
night.
night,
Good
sir.
night. Good night.